Hey, this is Morgan Page. We're in the studio doing a little behind the scenes. One of my most recent remixes for DJ Dan for the song In Your Area. I want to show you a few of my favorite plugins I'm using recently and kind of show you a little bit of the creative process and how I approach the remixes. Some new stuff I've been playing around with. I like these new Abbey Road EMI plugins. These are nice. Good limiters that add a little more character to the sound. I'll throw these on there if the track just sounds kind of sterile or it needs a little extra texture. And I had some hi-hats that were alright. Actually, no. It's a little percussive element, but it needed just a little extra attitude to it. And a little bit of more of a snap to it. It's these little subtle things build up to a great end result. But a track like this, everything's kind of syncopated, Logic 16C, something like that. Little organic movements and sounds in your center hi-hat. There's two kicks in this. One's more for a little of the low-end thunk, and one's a little bit higher up in the spectrum for a little more impact. There's a lot of automation in this track using filters. Sometimes I'll record live passes with the keyboards from the Prophet or the Tetra. I'm using the Tetra a lot recently. So I'm going to try and break this track down for you. There's a vocal getting a little bit of enhancement. And I think that's the Prophet I use for the keyboard there. Just kind of chord stabs. And using two different octaves, panning them around a little bit. Vocals getting a little extra EQ from the SSL. And it's getting sidechained pretty intensely from the kick drum. I always like to sidechain the vocals. Doesn't always work. This is definitely my favorite plugin at the moment. I'm using this for sidechaining everything. This is the Cytomic, the Glue plugin, and it's sort of based on an SSL. It's really good. I know a lot of those guys like Deadmau5 and Sebastian Ledger use it. It's only $100, so it's a really good plugin. Using some enhancers, the D82, BBE Sonic Maximizer, using a lot of the stock EQs as just sort of high-pass, low-pass filters, occasional widening with the Waves S1, which is okay. That's a pretty good plugin. It's easy to overdo it with those things, so try to keep it basic. You can see here's the automation on the chord with the filter, and also for leveling the volume a little bit, because when you open up that filter it can add some new issues in the mix. So there's some reverb sends. This is automating the EQ down here. Got your usual sort of white noise splashes in there. The Moog Voyager, sort of very subtle bass layer in there, just going along with the chords. And a little syncopated little lead thing, which is pretty static. I'm gonna skip around here. This is like one of the breakdowns. I always love these little blippy sounds. Just kind of moves the track along. also a little bit of room reverb coming from Breverb, which is really nice. Another great cheap plugin. You don't have to spend a fortune on plugins anymore. Well, somehow I still managed to. I also really like this Waves hybrid delay. Pretty distinctive looking plugin. Got a totally different sound than Echo Boy, and I use Echo Boy for other stuff. Soundtoys programs are plugins are great. Crystalizer is an excellent pitch shifter. And then I've got some of the Wave stuff, the API on the buses. I'll either switch between the SSL compressor, the bus compressor, or the API. Both great. And like I was showing the other sessions, using either PSV Vintage Warmer or SSL compressor on the main bus, on the main mix, and Ozone at the end.